If you have a consumer-related problem that you can't solve, I'm your guy. I have ways to help you get what you want. I have a knack for nudge, and I don't do it in an annoying way. I try to approach these people like human beings, which is what they are, and tell them what I want. These big companies are buying each other, and the consumer gets lost. I don't pay for anything off a debit card.
Well, you're smart.
Every single thing I do, I buy on credit card. People don't know that they can actually take an action, a small action, and get the results that they want. If I don't get what I want from one supervisor, I'll hang up and try another supervisor. And I can always tell in the first 30 seconds into the call.
Hey, consumer nudge.
You kind of disarm them and empower them. You say, you know what, I'm really not happy with your company. I'm not going to yell at you. It's not your fault. Come on, I sent sneakers back to Reebok after wearing them for 2 years.
You are the number one nudge.
Thank you, sir. I'll ask the question. How am I going to be compensated for my inconvenience?
All right, thanks for the good advice.
I can't wait. I'm going to hook you up in the luxury suite.
Hook it up! That's what the home warranty is for. When I bought my house, I worked my home warranty to the max. My brother said it would be cheaper for the company to take out a hit on my life. No matter what you ask a flight attendant within the first 20 to 45 minutes of a flight, the answer is no. And then 5 minutes later, they come back like they're the hero. Here, I got you a blanket. I just gave you gems, honey. I just gave you the gem of advice.
Thank you so much.
I watched my grandma in her store, and I learned her philosophy. The customer's always right. Make the customer happy. I believe in being honest and direct. I want to empower the consumer to win. Let's go to our Nudgeniks. We got a call on line 2. Paul, nudge me.
Hey, thanks for taking my call, Nudge.
No problem. Thanks for calling in.
So, I recently had a pretty big birthday, and
Happy birthday.
Thanks, buddy. My friends were kind enough to surprise me with a flat-screen TV with HD capability.
Nice. Good friends.
This is all sounding amazing, first of all, right?
Yes, so far.
So, I have been a subscriber from DirecTV for at least 10 years. I was informed that I would need a whole new receiver, and I like to have the TiVo DVR option as well.
And they have that HD TiVo.
They have it. But, you know, I mean, it's so worth it when you're watching a Yankees game or whatever you want to watch.
Life is good for you, Paul.
Life is smoking. However...
I know what you're going to say, Paul. They want you to upgrade to that expensive HD package.
Yeah.
DirecTV has a division, a unit. A lot of people don't know about it. It's called the retention unit.
Retention? I've never heard of that.
It's like my Aunt Rose says, I'm retaining water. You know, it's the retention department, and they basically, all they do is try to retain customers. I always play the loyalty card and say, listen, I'm trying to stay loyal to you guys. I've been with you guys for 10 years. I don't want to switch to cable, and I always take the nice guy approach.
Yeah.
Because these guys get yelled at all the time. I always say, listen, is there anything you can do? And sometimes I have a little silly little funny thing I say. Can you hit some magic button over there? I said, you know, work some magic over there. Hook me up a deal.
Yeah.
Just be like the everyman. And, you know, another good sentence that I like to say is, you know, I think I may need a supervisor. I don't know if you can help me.
Ooh.
That's a good line because it's kind of a tricky line because it makes them say, you know, I think I might have to go over your head. What can you do? And it makes them step up and it kind of empowers them.
Nice.
Yeah, it's a good line. I like it.
Yeah.
It's one of my nudgisms.
Thank you, Nudge.
All right, thanks, Paul.
I'll keep you posted.
Thanks for calling in. Let me know how it works out.
Bye-bye, friend.
Okay, bye. Trudy, you're on with the nudge.
Hello,
Nudge me.
Mr. Nudge.
How are you?
I'm very well, thank you. And how are you today?
I'm doing well. I'm dealing with a lot of people with problems, and we're solving them.
All right, well, I have another one for you.
All right, throw it at me.
Well, I'm going to tell you, my dear friend from out of state sent me a beautiful flower arrangement. I know it was loads of money.
Right.
And when I received it, they were inferior. It was an inferior bouquet arrangement.
That's the name of the flower, the inferior flower?
No, it was actually a lot of flowers, and they were several days old, wilted and destroyed, and they were truly unacceptable. My dilemma is, when my friend called and asked me how it was, of course I told her how beautiful.
Right, you don't say, hey, thanks for that dead bouquet.
A dead bouquet.
Yeah, that's nice.
And so the florist had, I don't think the word was, he didn't have integrity. So what do I do, Mr. Nudge?
I would call the florist and let them know that the flowers they sent you were not acceptable and that the sender paid a lot of money for them. Speak to the owner of the shop or the manager, so whoever you need to speak to, and say, I know I'm too embarrassed to tell the person that sent them to me. You know, that's my last resort.
Yes.
I don't want to have to call her and tell her to stop her charge. You know, I know you guys, other friends of mine. You can say, definitely say that. Other friends of mine have used you guys.
Yes.
And I've always heard good things about you. And I'm a kind of person that you know, definitely uses places that I like.
So I should really take the positive approach.
Totally. You know, I'm always about the nice guy, the everyman, be the working man. With the approach of, you know, would you want this to happen to you?
Okay. Well, I think that's very good advice.
Yeah, kill them with kindness. But, they want people to be happy.
Yes.
My family has a lingerie shop in New York that's been around in the family for 118 years. And my grandma, God bless her, she kept that 1950s mentality in the store. People say, what's the return policy? We take anything back. To make a customer happy is the most important thing. My grandma says you can bring anything you back. You know what a customer does? They spend $500-$600 on lingerie. I mean, you can't bring back, dirty stuff. But anything that hasn't been used, it's the way to do it. And, stores go, oh, we have a 7-day return policy. Or we have all sales final, or no returns, only credits. It's like, who wants to shop in those stores?
Certainly I won't.
I'll pay a little bit more. I like a deal as much as anybody else, but I will definitely pay more knowing that I can take something back or that if there's a problem, I know they're going to take care of me.
Well, Mr. Nudge, I'm going to use your philosophy, and I will call the owner of the establishment, and hopefully he will do something.
Okay, Trudy.
Your words of wisdom, and I thank you very much for your assistance.
So, Trudy, if they don't send you flowers, we'll send you flowers here from the show.
Thank you, sir.
All right, thanks for calling.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
Have a good day.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Tune in tomorrow. We're going to have our Celebrity Nudge. It's going to be a surprise. Okay, it's not a surprise. It's Jennifer Aniston. She'll be calling in with her nudge. Don't forget to go to our website at www.consumernudge.com. That's CONSUMERNUDGE.com. You can also hear our podcast on the website. And you can email me at thenudge@consumernudge.com. All right, that's our show for the day. Thanks so much for all your calls and all your nudges. And go out there and be a nudge.